Now, we all could have saw this coming. Through two games of the 2025-2026 NBA season, Luka Doncic has been averaging 46 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. After having an underwhelming stint with the Los Angeles Lakers last year, he came into this season in shape and ready to play basketball. And one of the biggest questions that I have over this two-game stint is, how do you guard Luka Doncic? This is somebody who is one of the best shot makers in basketball, one of the best passers in basketball, one of the best pick-and-roll ball handlers of all time, and one of the best isolationists in the league. And over these two games, he's faced two top 10 defenses, or two teams that are talented enough to be top 10 defenses in this league. There are multiple wing defenders that both of these teams had in the Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves, really good rim protecting bigs like Rudy Gobert, and one of the better defensive players of all time in Draymond Green, and yet none of them have had answers for Luka Doncic. So in this episode of At the Buzzer Sports, we're going to go over why Luka Doncic is so unguardable. Now, a few days before the NBA season started, we got news that LeBron James would be missing maybe the first month of basketball due to a lower body injury, and we all knew that Luka Doncic was going to have the ball and he was going to be as aggressive as you would want him to be. And none of us knew that it would be this outstanding. In pick and roll, he's averaging almost 15 possessions a game on a 1.55 points per possession. Now, I understand that this is a very small sample size, but I do want to look at the fact that this is something that Luka is known for. I could understand if this was a shooting streak that Luka isn't known for, but for the past few seasons, Luka Doncic has been known to be one of the best shot makers in basketball, to be one of the best playmakers in basketball, to be one of the best pick and roll ball handlers in basketball, to be one of the best isolationists in basketball. This is not something that I would see as just small sample size and we can put it to the side. Luka Doncic has been scoring and playing at this level for multiple years in his career. For this small sample size can still be validated due to the play that we've seen in the past few seasons. I want to start first with the change of pace. Here he's being blitzed at the pick and roll. He has Jonathan Kuminga and he stops on a dime and changes his pace back to the right to get to the finish at the rim. And this isn't just athleticism that Luka relies on to get to the rim. It's the threat of the skip pass. It's the threat of the lob pass, the pocket pass, just having a really good roller next to him. It's the threat of being able to make the kick out pass to an elite shooter in the corner. It's the ability to change his pace and have really good touch around the rim and focus to play through contact and finish through the fouls that he was receiving against the Warriors and the Timberwolves. And I think this is something that was lacking last season because Luka really had a weakness of getting to the rim against more athletic defenders, and now he's facing Jonathan Kuminga or Jaden McDaniels, and he's getting to the rim with ease. And if you're a Laker fan, this is something that should excite you. The Los Angeles Lakers have been riddled with injuries over the past 4 games, and Luka Doncic has still been able to perform. He's been seeing top-tier defenses throughout this stretch and still been able to put up numbers and lead efficient offense, even through pick and roll, which is something that the NBA is slowly but surely trying to take away. And Luka, being one of the best pick and roll ball handlers we have ever seen, has shown that he has a counter for every single coverage the defense tries to throw at him. I want you guys to watch the pick and roll right here. Luka's going to bring the ball up the floor and receive a screen from DeAndre Ayton. Now, Jaden McDaniels does a pretty good job of getting around it, but they try it again. And as you can see, Anthony Edwards, as soon as he tries to tag the roller, he skips it right over to the corner for a wide open 3-point shot. Now let's look at another coverage. Luka Doncic is going to get the ball in pick and roll once again. Now, if you see Rob Dillingham is the low man, he's going to slowly fade over to Gabe Vincent in the corner while Luka zips it right to the center and DeAndre Ayton has an easy basket. Now let's take a look at who's on the floor for the Minnesota Timberwolves. All the Minnesota Timberwolves' tallest players are on the perimeter while Dante and Ant are the low men. Now let's watch what goes on in this play. Ayton's going to set the screen for Luka, and Rudy Gobert plays a high drop on Luka Doncic, and Jaden McDaniels sends the double. While Luka notices all the tallest players on the perimeter, he zips another pass to a wide open DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton also shot 46% from mid-range last season. So as you can see in this pick and roll, Rudy Gobert is going to play a pretty deep drop against Luka Doncic. He's going to make the bounce pass to Ayton, and that's an easy pull-up mid-range shot. Not to mention, Luka Doncic regularly fries drop bigs because of the fact that he's become one of the most elite pull-up three-point shooting players in the NBA. So if he's going to go against a center that plays deep drop regularly in the pick and roll, he's going to fry them and make like 8 threes. So, even though it's only been a 2-game sample size, I think it's safe to say that the Luka we've been waiting for is officially back. And not only do I think he's back, but I think this is the best Luka Doncic is ever going to be. I think he is walking into the peak version of himself right now. I think we have the playmaking of old, we have the finishing and driving of old, we have the shot making of new, and now we put it all together in one player and we get peak Luka Doncic. And I will say this, if he is able to sustain this for 3 seasons, this is going to be one of the greatest offensive peaks the league has ever seen. There has not been a player that's able to make shots at that level, pass the ball, get to the rim, and have the touch around the rim and score to the level of Luka Doncic. And if he is able to sustain that in a Laker uniform, he's going to win a championship. And this is going to be a top 10 offensive peak of all time. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ATBSports1. Make sure you guys follow me on Playback at The Buzzer Room. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at TheBuzzerENT. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at TheBuzzerSports_. And with all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.